Like, I low-key still can't believe it. It's 2 a.m. and I'm sitting in my new loft downtown. My kids, we just crashed in the living room today. We got the air bids blowing up, but it still hasn't set in with me. It really feels unreal. For the first time in 5 years, this is mine. No roommates, no arguing, no cockroaches, no bed bugs, no roommates doing drugs down the hallway, no arguing, just me, my kids, the skyline, and silence. Except this silence is way different than the silence I've been through the last 5 years. Everybody talks about the struggle that they've been through, but many don't show it. And I want to use this channel to show that and help to inspire people. For the last 5 years, I've been in a 5x7 slum house, cockroach infested, not only the bedroom, but the bathroom, the kitchen, the refrigerators. The roommates were basically allergic to showers. I could smell when they left from the kitchen common area and went up to their room, even if it was 5 minutes later. That's how I spent the last 5 years of my life. Sewage problems, unattended, backing up in the bathrooms, roofs falling in. Somehow, God carried me through that. Now that I'm in this space, I really don't see like how much of on the brink I was of giving up. That 5x7 room was my life. It felt like my eternity. Even though I kept getting up every day and like pushing as hard as I could, I felt so helpless. I moved into that 5x7 room the day after I left a 12-year relationship. And the only thing I had was my car and my clothes. That was after a week of sleeping in my car. And the crazy thing was, this place was so filthy. After my 5th or 6th month there, everything changed. I really seen how the roommates lived. Like, they had no shame in how filthy this place was. Like, unbelievable. And at that point in time, what I felt like was a rough patch in my life became a moment of severe depression, because I noticed that I was at rock bottom and I didn't know how long I was going to be there. So not only am I at rock bottom, I don't have an end date. And things keep getting worse. I'm still going through stuff with my kid's mom. I still can't find my kids. I'm still going through other stuff that involves like all the changes I'm going through. And then I'm coming home to a slum house. And it really put me in a bad mindset and put me in a super deep depression, because it wasn't a rough patch no more. I realized, hey bro, you're at rock bottom. And there's no date of when you're going to get up out of here. Nothing went as planned. What was supposed to be a 2-year visit to rock bottom ended up being a 5-year battle of, honestly, me fighting for my life, mentally, emotionally. And it broke me in so many ways. And I feel like it broke me, but what I'm about to tell you crushed me. What crushed me was that my kids had to go through that experience with me. For the first year or two, like, I couldn't even have them come over or stay the night. A lot of it was me trying to hide the shame and the guilt and the grief. And that was me selfishly not even thinking about like how are they going to adjust to that. Like, they don't know what roaches are. They've never seen a mice run through the house. They've never experienced none of that. And what broke me was, once they were introduced to that, not only did they love me the same, they adapted in ways I would never imagine. It's heartbreaking to bring your kids some food and you see them hurrying up, covering their food with a paper towel so a roach don't get into it. And I'm supposed to be a grown man. That kind of stuff like crushes me, and that they had to go through that experience and see me at my rock bottom. Of course, like now I feel like it all makes sense, but for so long I didn't know if I was gonna make it out. There were so many times they would jump from a bug, or my son like kind of freaked out about a roach in the shower one time, and I scolded him, and I cried the whole next day, because how can I scold him? Like, we shouldn't even be there right now. Like, that was on me. And then that's when I started realizing like how much my kids were impacted by that. And I felt even more guilty because I was so worried about like my ego, my shame, like how I looked. Cause I've always been like super successful and had my stuff together, and at their eyes that I selfishly didn't even think about the grief and the transition and the tension and the stress that they're going through trying to adapt just visiting me. But kids are different than adults. Like, they adapted very well. No complaining.